booted away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So Ole Miss return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage is open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Running back goes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Rebels are flying down the field. Trying play action. Swings it out to his running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the... He's going up top. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Burt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll just keep slinging it. He looks that one in nicely. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays. And
fires the pass, intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Southern Mississippi, 21, Ole Miss, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
we're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Back to pass, it's Vick. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Bringing it back, it's Burt. Spin, still running. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Southern Mississippi, 28. Ole Miss, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Southern Mississippi.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Vick. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw the ball off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. All kinds of running room. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Southern Mississippi, 35. Ole Miss, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. To the air, it's Vick. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Floats it out in space. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Vick. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Southern Mississippi, 46.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Vick. On a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Coming after him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Burt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads it left. He's got it.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go right back to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Running it back, it's Burt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air on first down. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Southern Mississippi, 56. Ole Miss, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Off play action on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking down the middle. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Lets it fly. And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but he creates forced a turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Back to throw, it's Vick. They're bringing heat. Pass is complete near the sidelines, but they'll lose yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Breaks the tackle. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Flying down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by a field goal over Texas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking for room. It's Avant. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Golden Eagles are marching down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense set for a first down play.
Jackrabbit. Check, check.
Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Vick. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Handoff from the gun. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just a little bit of a way with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Southern Mississippi, 66. Ole Miss, 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll go to the counter play. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he reels it in inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes,
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Loss of 1 on play. Second down.
Looking downfield, it's Vick. Pressure coming. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all